Shy'Neshia Causey, at just 24 years old, appeared to be living the dream to those on the outside. She was a beloved daughter, sister, and friend, known for her sweet disposition, ambition, and intelligence. In 2022, she achieved her lifelong goal of becoming a dental hygienist and secured a job in her field. Her personal life seemed equally blissful, as she had been in a loving relationship with 27-year-old Eddie Swint since 2018. Their social media accounts were filled with photos capturing their affection and the passionate love they shared. However, as the calendar flipped to late 2023, the once idyllic relationship had soured. Despite sharing a home, Shy'Neshia made the difficult decision to end things and moved out just days before her 24th birthday. Tragically, less than 2 days later, her life would be cut short at the hands of Eddie. Welcome to the American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. The year 2023 had not been kind to Shy'Neshia. She bore the heavy weight of her father's loss, a man she cherished and admired, who had passed away on August 18. Despite her grief, she summoned the strength to put an end to her tumultuous relationship with Eddie. As Thanksgiving approached, they officially parted ways, and Shy'Neshia made the brave choice to leave their shared home. Just weeks later, on December 16, she celebrated her 24th birthday, unaware that this would mark her final encounter with her family. December 18, 2023, would forever haunt their lives. Shy'Neshia returned to her former home to collect her belongings, never suspecting it would be her last journey. After numerous unanswered calls, her family grew concerned and contacted the authorities to conduct a welfare check. What they discovered within those walls would shatter their world: the lifeless bodies of both Eddie and Shy'Neshia. A grim truth would soon surface. Swint had taken Causey's life before turning the gun on himself, leaving behind a heart-wrenching tale of despair and loss.
Confirmed in the last 20 minutes, a couple in Milledgeville died in an apparent murder-suicide. That's according to Steve Chappell in the Baldwin County Coroner's Office. He says it happened last night on Old Stage Road. He didn't have any more information, but we're working to learn more. We'll update you as we get more details. Two Baldwin County families were concerned about their loved ones and asked investigators to check on them. Both were found dead. Camila Williams is in studio to tell us what happened.
Lori, the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office told us they never received complaints or domestic violence calls from Shy'Neshia Causey and Eddie Swint's home. Major Brad King says the family told him Causey and Swint broke up after Thanksgiving, but their relationship ended in tragedy Monday night.
You throw in the stress of the holidays, you throw in the stress of a breakup or a tumultuous relationship, and it just only takes a second for something to go bad.
Baldwin County Major Brad King remembering the last time he saw a murder-suicide like this.
We actually worked one probably 10 years ago that was actually on Christmas Eve.
Monday night, family members asked deputies to check on Shy'Neshia Causey. She was headed to this home on Old Stage Road.
She was going to the residence to remove some of her items. She was apparently had moved out.
Eddie Swint's family also asked them to check on him at the same home. Neither family could get a hold of them. When deputies arrived,
found both inside the residence deceased.
King says they're calling it a murder-suicide, but who shot who?
The female was shot first.
Then King says Swint shot himself. He says their department didn't know of any previous incidents between Causey and Swint. He says the families say Causey and Swint dated for a few years but broke up. So what's next for the investigation?
Eventually we will close our case because there's no need for further investigation on an incident of this nature.
King says if you know someone in a relationship, be aware of any domestic violence.
If you are going to meet, if you're going to exchange items or anything, have somebody with you. Take law enforcement with you. Emotions are already traveling at a high rate of speed, and things like this happen, unfortunately.
The Baldwin County coroner requested an autopsy for the victims. King says results will probably confirm what they already know, that both died from gunshots.
The grim truth is undeniable. Authorities have confirmed this horrifying incident as a murder-suicide. As the investigation unfolds, no further information has been disclosed, leaving us haunted by unanswered questions. On December 30th, family and friends bid their final farewell to Eddie Juno Swint Jr., his life extinguished in a shocking act of violence that defies comprehension. A day prior, December 29th, family and friends gathered to mourn the loss of Shy'Neshia, a promising young soul whose dreams and potential were brutally stolen from us.
Lost my best friend, somebody who meant the world to me. And when you left me, I couldn't even walk straight on my feet. And now my heart is broken, I can't stand to see you leave. You were a great friend to me. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes. I know you can't stand to see me cry. This gon' stick with me for life, 'cause you were my ride or die. Angel of mine, come home to me. I feel so lonely, I miss my homie.
As we conclude the tragic tale of Shy'Neshia and Eddie Swint Jr., we are left with heavy hearts and solemn reflection. Their story, one of love and despair, shines a harsh light on the darkness that sometimes invades our lives. Shy'Neshia, a young woman of promise, had endured her share of grief, losing her beloved father earlier that year. Yet, she found the strength to break free from a relationship that had soured, taking the bold step to move out and start anew. Little did she know that this would be her last act of independence, her last chance at a future. On that fateful day, December 18th, Shy'Neshia returned to her former home to collect her belongings, a symbol of her determination to move forward. But what transpired there, within those walls, remains shrouded in darkness. Her life was violently extinguished by someone she had once loved, who, in his despair, also chose to end his own existence. The pain of such a loss is immeasurable, and we are left with lingering questions that may never be answered. But this tragic event is not an isolated incident. It is a stark reminder that domestic violence, a silent and pervasive issue within our communities, must be confronted head-on. We must acknowledge that within the Black community, there exists a need for open dialogue about domestic violence. It is not a sign of weakness to seek help or to leave a toxic relationship. Shy'Neshia's story serves as a painful testament to the urgency of addressing this issue and providing support and resources to those who need it. As we mourn the loss of Shy'Neshia, we are reminded of the bittersweet reality that her story has now ended. But in her memory, we must strive to shed light on the darkness that surrounds domestic violence, offering hope, help, and healing to those who need it most. Let us come together to honor Shy'Neshia's memory and work towards a future where stories like hers become a thing of the past. May Shy'Neshia Causey rest in peace.